Yo, in today's video, we'll be looking at more creepy and strange TikToks that will make you question reality. Whoa, what is this? In the world of AI, I don't know. So I've never experienced a real earthquake. So is this what happens? Birds start going crazy. They feel something's off. Any earthquake survivors? I know a snake when I see one. That's a snake. And that's another snake back there. These is petrified snakes. Gotta be.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like, here I come.
Did y'all hear it? I don't know what's going on there. I can see it. The G at the center. Okay.
Know what central casting is, but I do know that a couple months ago when I was trying to figure out why it felt like my therapist in high school traumatized me further and made things worse for me, even though I only saw her a couple times, the whole thing was super weird. I looked into it more, and guess what? She did have an acting background, and her therapist stuff wasn't from an accredited place. Whole separate story about why my parents didn't want me looking into that. They knew that I was about to find some weird shit when I started looking at this. But this woman pretended to be like this old Jewish grandma character, and to me that made me feel comfortable with her. And then this summer when I was looking back into it further, I saw that she literally, like, I looked her up on LinkedIn. You can look on LinkedIn if you want. Maybe I'll make another video with more of the actual evidence of this that I have. But she owns a Christian counseling service. Also, counseling and therapy are not the same thing. I was not getting therapy. I was getting a counselor to put a Band-Aid on the problems. I was never allowed to have like a real therapist who will get to the root of the problem, because the root of the problem was that I was in a government experiment.
Metallic man appeared in the sky. Yo. Is that a metallic man? Or a UFO? Or what is that? That looks like the original Iron Man. Don't it? What is that? Strange stuff be in the sky. Oh, okay. You see how creative their minds were back then? Look, they just slide down there.
Guys, am I tripping balls, or is there an alien using invisible shield technology on my hike in Sedona?
Oh, I see it. Y'all see it? Look at the eyes.
I'm joking, man.
Who designed that?
Talk to Miss Lily and find out exactly
Which one? Because when I said this is my child, the one that you offered, he immediately said, well, he didn't do anything. Okay, great.
This is my property. Oh, now you want to yell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't know what's going on there. Okay, we're waiting. We're waiting. What's going on? He got a little pet deer friend. What? He petting it and stuff? I don't know if I would pet a wild deer. I don't know. It's personal, I guess. Not me. And he like, where you going? Oh, where you going, man? Yo, not him fighting a deer. That's crazy. You see, that's why you shouldn't pet the deer. Now it's attached.
You know how the UK is trying to force everyone to comply with their new digital ID program. This is coming out right after the UK wanted to make this age verification thing for the internet to quote unquote their protect children, which is their little lie that they made up. But the reason this is coming out together is because the plan is to use the digital ID to sign in to the internet, to the entirety of the internet. They want to make it have an actual real name sign in to access the entirety of the internet. Now think of the implications of this. If they try to just get rid of cash so that you would have to have the internet to pay for things, then you would have to first sign in to the internet with the digital ID if you want to make transactions. And of course, this would track and document everything that you do, because with the digital ID, each individual would have their own personal blockchain. So every time you make a transaction, every time there is some identity verification, everything you do on the internet will be documented on the blockchain. And then with that data, it will be used to construct a human digital twin of each individual. A very fine-tuned, high degree of accuracy, digital behavioral model. And then with this model, municipalities can say, oh, we have this policy we want to introduce. We're going to run it through the model, and we can gauge, we can predict the level of compliance. And then with the digital twin, it can actually suggest how to reword the policy, how to introduce it, the propaganda strategy in order to maximize compliance. And don't forget, with the digital ID, it'll make the world denial by default denial. Everything, you will be banned from everything by default unless you can verify your identity, and then the system says that you are allowed. Now, this would be a society of zero trust. You would never have to trust anyone. But when they say zero trust, there's some nuance here. Because yes, they're talking about just, oh, you don't have to trust anyone, period. But they're also talking about the financial vehicle called a trust. We'll get into that more later. But just remember, the digital ID will, without a doubt, make everything in the world denial by default. And everything you do will be documented forever on your own personal blockchain. And all that information will be used to construct a human digital twin of you. Thank you for listening. Peace out.
So clearly this is an apple, right? Then when he started mixing it with soda and A, I was confused. Wait till you see what happens. This is how to grow an apple tree in 7 days. Watch the video to the end. Share this video with someone you love, care, and respect. What are your thoughts? Comment below. What type of dirt is that? This is for educational purposes.
So this is after 7 days? Yo, I ain't never seen this before. And it's got roots. Okay, maybe. All right. That's apple food, I guess. Is it chicken eggs? Coca-Cola though?
Soda? Wouldn't that kill the plant?
Another 7
7 days.
days. Whoa.
It's crazy.
Ain't no way. Yo. An egg and an apple and a Coca-Cola. Who would have known that it'd take 7 days to grow an apple tree with those 3 recipes? I'm stunned. I'm blown. I have to try that out now. I literally am going to try that out. I'm about to get an apple. I'm about to give me some of that black soil, whatever that black soil was, probably from the Amazon. I'm just kidding. I don't know where that's from, but need some of that black soil and some good eggs and some Coca-Cola. If I have an apple tree up in here in 7 days, y'all.
So I'm always getting called a tripper. So this ain't no star. See, because stars don't sit there and make different colors, right? As they say.
Yeah, that is crazy. I see these all the time in the sky.
I've been
Splashing
there
different colors.
6 times. But that ain't no star.
Just stay away from doctors. You only go to a doctor if you have trauma. You don't go to them for help. Remember, they don't study health. They study this mythological list of diseases, which is growing and growing. Why would you go to someone who knows nothing about health to get healthy? Crazy, right?
That is crazy. Ain't no way.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, no. Imagine what they're going to do when the door is closed.
Look at this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. Isn't it great?
I'm guessing it's got something to do with those nails you got on. Because why are the nails matching the quarter? I don't know. This is a quarter from 1999. Anybody got any colorful quarters? Or am I tripping?
Chris! I know, it's my dream. I have goosebumps everywhere. This is out of this world. What a birth.
I don't know about that one.
If there is a shutdown, I think it would be a tremendously negative mark on the President of the United States. He's the one that has to get people together. In my opinion, I hear the Democrats are going to be blamed and the Republicans are going to be blamed. I actually think the President would be blamed. If there is a shutdown.
We are shut down.
Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now.
The Saudis just bought The Sims. The Sims. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Jared Kushner, and a private equity firm are buying Electronic Arts, which means they're going to own Madden. Like, it's crazy. The Saudis just bought WrestleMania. What do they need Dragon Age Origins for? Like, this is insane that nobody can see how bad this is going to be. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, you might have heard about him from a recent promo vid that Kevin Hart did, calling him a great guy he wanted to hang out with, just bought Electronic Arts, which publishes Madden every year. If it's not you, then your boyfriend is going out buying the same game every single year. That is now Saudi money. That's going to be Saudi blood money used to bomb Yemen. That dude, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, old Bonesaw himself, got together with Jared Kushner, who is the son-in-law of the President of the United States. They then partnered up with a private equity company. That private equity company is currently in the middle of spending billions of dollars to purchase a certain video social media app. How they have more money now to purchase Battlefield 1, I have no idea. They all getting together and they're buying up all these games. A lot of people are getting real mad because they're like, what's this going to do to the content? Blah, blah. More importantly, all these games have backdoors to your devices. You play Plants vs. Zombies on your phone in the app, that's connected to their servers. They're pulling data. I was told for the last 3 years, we had to ban a certain app because of data privacy concerns. But now, the Saudis, who are best friends with Dave Chappelle and own WrestleMania now for some reason, they can just buy whatever. The Saudis can just stroll in and go, hey, don't worry about that. Everything's good. But everything you like, they're buying up everything that would be interesting to you. So that way they can control it. So you can't create narratives about overcoming crazy people and dictators. And on top of that, they want to have backdoors into everybody's devices. So that way they can figure out whether or not you're mad at them. And then they can stomp that shit before it starts. That's how all of this goes. Every single sci-fi book in history has told me this has happened. Most of history has told me this is how it happens. And meanwhile, people are going to keep screaming at me about, I don't know, fucking woke. You're asleep.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Well, we were told the Wild West looks like.
Basically.
Kind of cute, ain't it?
Kind of.
Doors and stuff, yeah. What it really looked like.
Bang.
Yeah.
For real.
Fuck you, bitches.
3 is also an E.
Mm-hmm.
And also a W. Yeah.
True.
And an M. McDonald's fits inside there. Yeah. And your W fits inside there. You get what I'm saying, sister? 33. Yeah, it's not hard. So an E is a 3. It's a V because it's the 5th letter. It's a 5 because it's the 5th letter. So all of these represent 5. Yeah. So a 5 is an E, which is a 5th letter. Yeah. And an E in mirrored is your 33. It's a lock. They have the key. That's why they have the cross keys. With the locks on it, with the keys on it. Yeah, that's the key to the 33. So remember there, yeah, like I've just showed you. W. Yeah, and M is a 3 and a 3. Yeah, so all of these represent 5, which is your V, which is your vril lizards. Yeah. So if you don't get it, please let me know.
So I need those goggles. I don't know what was going on there. They're talking about healthcare, but like whatever those goggles were, I need those.
On the ground.
Bro,
Get
what
on the ground. Come here.
Oh,
The
snap.
deputy is seen out of uniform. His only gear looks to be a bulletproof sheriff vest and a gun drawn and pointed directly at the kids.
no.
The kids, seemingly scared, calling out for help to others, asking for police. That's when the deputy is heard saying,
I am the police.
The deputy then takes a bag from one of the kids, where a small altercation breaks out. One kid pushing the deputy, him drawing his weapon, and once again pointing directly at the minor.
No, stop, do not shoot.
Their plea only continues, this time calling out for desperate help from their loved ones.
Hey, help! 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 Mom!
A later video shows a brother of one of the minors who showed up after his sibling called crying. Listen closely to the next part, where you hear what neighbors tell me is why the deputy allegedly took action in the first place.
What just happened? I don't know what happened. They're flashing a gun, bro. These kids don't have a gun. What the hell? Mom, they're saying they have a gun.
The parents of all minors involved are speaking with attorneys and pursuing charges. They say the deputy was intoxicated and was not breathalyzed by deputies who responded to the scene. They say they have more videos coming too, showing that nothing provoked the deputy from drawing his weapon on their kids. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office did not confirm if they retrieved a gun from the minors. The deputy has been suspended without pay and relieved of his duties. The agency is conducting an internal investigation, and SLED has been asked to investigate for any criminal violations. Danielle Cobb, WSAV News 3, on your side.
What are you doing? Hey, why are you pointing that gun at me?
Talk about above the law. All you sim players, they getting all y'all data now. What's this? What in the alien? Yo, I was just chilling under the sand like that. Oh, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna run this back because I know I'm not the only one that's seen this. Hold on to me. Yo, bro. Speed.
What happened?
Bro. Come on, dude. Like, what the fuck? Hell no. No. Like, bro, you could have.
Yo, Speed, you good?
This is not a coincidence. I'm watching Fox News live because the TV that I have in this specific room isn't logged into any other network or media channel, so it's the only thing that I have live on the Roku app. Tell me why I'm watching a live press conference from the Attorney General and local city leaders from Chicago, Illinois, about the troops that are being deployed from the Trump administration. Tell me why the Attorney General is saying not to take the bait, instructing people, please exercise your First Amendment rights to protest, don't take the bait, and, just follow the law. And so the next woman came on. I don't remember if she's like the city council member. So she represents the city somehow. She started talking about how ICE agents have been coming in and assaulting people, and Fox News cut the camera and are no longer showing the press conference. They were showing everything live until she began talking about how ICE in Chicago has reportedly been assaulting individuals. Her city of 5 million people, most of which are immigrants. That's what she said in the press conference. It's not a coincidence that they were showing this live press conference, and as she started explaining what ICE agents have been doing to violate civil rights of people in her city, they cut away from the press conference and are now on something completely different. That's not a coincidence. That's intentional.
The Jabberwockies is going crazy. 3-Eye Atlas today. Okay, what was that? I wouldn't get gassed there. You gonna go in and not come out.
You did.
That's nasty, man.
Wait, what does 6-7 mean again?
6-7 is a summoning word.
Summoning?
Yeah, you summon people from 6-7.
Who are you summoning?
It basically says 6-7-6-7. You chant it, something happens.
That sounds kind of demonic.
It is demonic.
Is that really what 6-7 means?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's about It's about a kid screaming 6-7 in a basketball game. And then he was in the billboard.
That's it?
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
I don't know. I don't know which one makes sense. None of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm summoning all of them, ain't I? Yo, that's weird, man. How just one thing, two numbers that technically can just go viral like that. And now you have a whole generation of children just screaming out these two numbers. What's really going on here, man? Yo, the world is wild right now and people are acting wild too. You know, there's a lot of weird things, man. You got to be careful, protect your energy at all times. At all times. But yeah, these are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on. And until next time, YouTube, peace.